This video is sponsored by Squarespace, a website hosting platform great for artists. If you're an accomplished artist like I am, you know that the place where most character illustrations go to die is the void. Some people may think their drawing can survive the void. You think you're so clever? Social media crop. Now your artwork looks like butt cheeks, derogatory, the crowd goes mild, no one sees your drawing, everything is sad, and Pokemon games still look like shit in 2025. I digress. There are many reasons why artists fear the void, but for me personally, I'm running away from poverty. Simply put, I can't sell prints with no formatting because who is gonna buy this? It's a waste. I mean, half the paper it's just blank. I need more picture. So today I'm going to be showing you 5 ways to fill the void, laziest to fanciest. Let's go. First method, solid color. It's your classic noob approach, but honestly that doesn't make it bad. I use this method all the time and people still like it. Here's the lazy method I use to backdrop my illustrations. First of all, add a gradient. Second, create a selection from your layer. Then from here you can do one of two things. You can expand the border a little and fill it with a different color, or you can fill the selection and blur it to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of lift. You can also combine both to create a sticker effect. And if you use Procreate or some equally puerile program, feel free to skip those last steps because from what I've heard, your program kind of sucks ass. Second method, picture. If you don't know how to make a yummalicious background, just don't. Okay, what suits this? Convenience store, snacks. Okay, it's hard to match perspective on a full body, but if I shrunk this down to say a bust, there's a pretty easy way to make it look like it fits. Just use a multiply layer with a neutral color of the background and add an overlay layer for the light source. But if you can't manage this, your photo doesn't really even have to be a background. It can just be a picture that you like. So let me find one of these. And then sometimes I even add a little extra seasoning of a halftone effect. Ooh! Perfect. Just hope the Nintendo doesn't find out. Third method, motifs. If you're drawing a character, chances are you got some motifs that are associated with them. I used to do this all the time back in the old kerfluffle days on Instagram. The only downside of this tip is that you gotta do more drawing per drawing. I like to think of cute things like food, bugs, plants, swirls, patterns, but I mean, you could draw anything around your character. You could surround your character with little drawings of dugongs or bear traps. You could even format it in more of a creative way, like drawing your character's inventory if they were in a game. Our next tip kind of builds off this one. One sec. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now and you're kind of disturbing. 5 quintillion templates? Squarespace is your all-in-one, no one left behind, all-inclusive website hosting platform where you can create and manage your online space like a pro, even when you're kinda inexperienced. I use Squarespace to host my portfolio and landing page to direct people to my social media, and it's been great and easy to use all the way through. Check out squarespace.com/Zeppin1 for a free trial and 10% off a website or domain. What was I talking about again? Fourth method to fill the void, another smaller drawing. This is one of my personal faves. It adds an unbeatable polish to your artwork without having to change the original illustration you already did. One idea for an extra illustration to draw is a turnaround of your character. First things first, grab your line art, flip it, erase the center, and then use it as a base to draw the back of your character. It doesn't always work, so you may have to fix a few elements, but it adds that lovely laziness back into the process that we all enjoy. But an even more lazy idea, but then again, one that actually adds a lot of appeal to an artwork, is drawing some alternate expressions of the character. You can use this to express their personality better and maybe add in a little catchphrase or two. Ooh. It could really help to fill up that empty space and achieve more of like a concept art kind of look. And now for my final tip, which no one is happy to hear. The fifth method to fill the void, just have better composition. I was originally gonna say draw a background, but let's be real. That's a whole other faculty of information and it's just too hard. If we're drawing a character and we want to fill the void behind them, it starts at the beginning of the process. Draw them in a way that is more engaging and concerned about the space of the final canvas. This doesn't mean you have to zoom in a bunch and have everything reaching off the edge, but rather it just means structuring an illustration with a consideration of a final crop. I do not mean limit yourself to a canvas size. I think that sometimes that can cramp your poses and make everything look weird. But instead, what I find works is adding a mini version of your final post or print size in the middle of the canvas as sort of like a guideline to where it's gonna crop. You got a little wiggle room so you can still breathe, and then you draw consciously to make sure it all fits together. Now this is ready for the print. And that's all my tips. Thank you so much to my Gnarps, Grubs, Germs, my Ko-fi supporters for giving me your money and patience. And thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Go watch this video, you'll like it. I look a little weird, but that's okay.
Bye!